Act 3, Scene 1. The same scene. Early next morning. The governor comes wearing a dressing gown. He goes to Hristakov's door. Listens. He is pleased that Hrist is asleep. He goes to the window. Calls quietly. Psst. Hey. Svistunov. And Dear Jimorda, come up here right now. 2 constables enter. Governor. Be quiet. You 2 big bears. Stop making noise. Are you on a march? Where's Prohorov? Constable. He's cleaning the streets, as you had ordered. Governor. Listen carefully. You must stand in front of these steps and don't leave this place whatever happens. Do you hear me? And don't permit anyone to enter at all, especially the merchants. Make sure that nobody enters with a petition or without a petition. Watch them carefully. If anyone comes to complain or holds a petition, throw them out. Do you understand? Now leave silently. The 2 constables leave tiptoe. Anna and Maria enter. Anna. My husband? You are here with your dressing gown? You should be ashamed of yourself. Governor. Be quiet. The inspector is deeply asleep. You don't know what is going on in my head. I couldn't sleep. I feel that I was going to be executed. I can't stop thinking of this horrible destiny. Anna. I didn't feel any anxiety. He's a cultured, well-born man. I wasn't worried at all with his rank. Governor. I hope to know how much of what he said was true. But why should he lie? I think he was telling the truth. He may have told some small lies that don't harm. No one can speak without telling some few fibs. Anna, if I were you, I wouldn't be apprehensive. Governor, what a strange business. I can't stop shaking out of fear. I am so surprised how things have been changed so quickly. I think that great people should be something good to look at. But this young man is so confident and shows no respect to anyone. He may be nobody. How he made up such incredible stories. Yusuf entered softly. Anna, you can join us here, friend. Governor, is your master awake? Yusuf, I don't think so. Anna, what's your name? Yusuf, Yusuf, madam. Governor, my friend, have you eaten well? Yusuf, I have eaten a lot. Thank you so much. Anna, now tell me, do counts and princes visit your master? Yusuf responding cunningly, of course, out of them, ma'am. Governor, is your master strict character? I mean, is he firm at work? Does he like looking for mistakes? Or is he a person who is easy to deal with? Yusuf, he likes good management. Everything should be right. Anna, what rank is he? Governor to Anna, please don't interrupt my questions. My inquiries are more important. Yusuf, if your master is on the road, what things are the most important to him? Yusuf, he likes good reception and nice entertainment. Although I am a servant, but he always checks that I am well treated. Whenever we stop anywhere, he always asks me, have they treated you well, Yusuf? No, not very well, Your Honor. He says, it's a bad place. I won't forget this when we return home. Governor, perfect. I admire your character. I noticed that you are a very intelligent person. Here's a couple of rubles for you. Yusuf, I have to thank you, sir. I wish you all the health. I appreciate your help. Anna, I have to go now. I have a lot of things to do. We must show great hospitality for our guest. Come with me, Maria. Governor, now my friend. Here's another ruble for you. Enter the charity commissioner, the postmaster, the school superintendent, and the judge in full uniform with swords, followed by Bob and Dob. The governor greets them with a nod and turn back to Yusuf. You can leave now, my dear friend, to see your master. You can ask me for anything you require. Gentlemen, your visit is too early. See, we came early in the morning to say our regards to the great inspector. Governor, to Dob and Bob. And what about you? Dob, I have to see the inspector on a very significant issue. A faint wide smile on the judge's face and a cough from Artemi Filipovich as if they knew the matter. Governor, have you done some changes to your school, Luka Lukic? SS, what can be done with such people? Governor, okay, I have to leave now. I must change my clothes and see some few affairs. I hope that you have used the time perfectly and applied the precautions that we talked about earlier. CC, what about the smell in the hospital? It is so important to take it away. The matter will take decades. Governor, desperately, I realize this. A cough is heard from the bedroom. The governor left quickly. Judge, pardon me, gentlemen. It's better to arrange ourselves in a semicircle. We have to stand at attention according to the rank. And you, Peter Ivanovich, stand at this end. And you, Peter Ivanovich, stand over there. See, I've no idea what we are doing, Amos Fyodorovich. However, it seems that we are going to do something. Judge, you mean? Gesturing with his hand, suggesting bribery. CC, that's exactly what I thought. Judge, it's too risky. He might shout at us. He is a great man. Let's bribe him in another form. PM, I suggest giving him the money, saying that somebody we don't know has sent it via post. CC, no, listen. In a civilized country, they don't do that. We are here to introduce ourselves one by one. So let's do it one by one. At the time, whatever happens, just one person will face it. This is the method they follow in a well-organized country. You will go first, Amos Fyodorovich. Judge, it's better if you take the lead. He has eaten in your hospital. CC, so I suggest Luka Lukic going first. He is a model of youth understanding. SS, I'm afraid I can't. I can't stand meeting a higher rank. My pulse begins to speed, and my tongue is stuck in my mouth. I prefer one of you to go first. You have to excuse me. It's my nature I was born with. CC, you have to go first, our judge. You are skillful in public speaking. Judge, I have the gift of oratory. Haven't you forgotten the speech I had made about dogs? All, be our leader, Amos Fyodorovich. We depend on you. Coughing and footsteps heard. Enters Helest, rubbing the sleep out of his eyes, and Yusuf. Helest, I had a good night's sleep. What a comfortable feather bed. I'm sweating a lot. What did they put in my lunch yesterday? Pause. I can spend here a very nice time. Actually, I like hospitable, kind people who do things out of their heart, not for their own purposes. Yusuf, they are very kind here. We receive good treatment. You know, in the morning they kept asking me a lot of things concerning you. Some questions I didn't understand. Lest, of course, you are not supposed to understand them. It's the first time for these people to meet an important person like me. Yet, they are still kind-hearted people and they know what they should do. Enters the judge, feeling nervous. Lest signs to Yusuf to retire. Judge, give me the honor to introduce myself. I am Lyapkin Tyapkin, the judge of the court. He has my clenched in his right fist. Let's just have a seat. As long as you are the judge here, I want to ask you whether the post is profitable here or not. The judge was terrified. He reads hidden meanings. Judge, I was rewarded after 3 periods of my appointment. The authorities are also satisfied with my work. Side, the bribe is in my hand, and my hand is on fire. He holds his hand a little forward. Lest, what have you got in your hand? Judge, horrified, drops the note on the floor. There is nothing, sir. Lest, how nothing? You have dropped some money on the floor. Picking it up. Judge, no. Oh, yes, absolutely. You can take it, Your Excellency, take it. It's my own trial for life. Lest, I'll take this money as a loan because I spent all my money while traveling. and be sure that I'll send this amount back when I reach home. Judge, don't mention it. It's something simple. It gives me great honor to try to serve the authorities with my poor powers. I won't bother you more than this. Does your excellency have any orders for me? List, what type of orders? Judge, don't you have any special instructions for my court? List, I don't think that I want anything right now. Judge, bowing himself out aside, yes, the town is ours. List, a generous friend, Lyapkin Tyapkin. Luka Lukic, the school superintendent, enters. Why do you look scared? SS. May I have the honor to introduce myself? Luka Lukic, the school superintendent. List, have a seat. Would you like to have a piece of chocolate? Giving him one. In Petersburg, the chocolate cost me 30 rubles. SS eats the chocolate with its wrapping. My nature of being nervous ruins everything. List, chocolate is my weakness. Tell me something about your job. Your excellency, it's like my tongue has left me alone. List, I know that there is something in my eyes that makes people afraid of me, but I don't know the origin of these powers. SS, it seems so, sir. Anyway, I wanted to say that education is perfect at our town, and as for the teaching methods we use, listen, my dear fellow, a serious thing occurred while I was coming here. SS, what had happened, excellency? List, I have lost all my money. Do you think you could lend me some? Let's say 400 rubles? For sure, I'll send them back as soon as I return home. SS aside, what could I do if I didn't have this sum? Aloud, don't trouble yourself while with returning them back. My dear excellency, thanks all for helping me. SS, I don't want to bother you more than this with my presence. See you, goodbye. SS running towards the door. I don't think you will need to visit the schools now. Thanks God. List laughing, ha ha, poor man. He was scared of me. Enters Dimlyanika, the charity commissioner. See, it gives me great honor to introduce myself, Commissioner for Charitable Institutions, Dimlyanika. List, good morning, please have a seat. See, I had the pleasure to lead you in a tour around the charitable institutions. List, who can forget the great lunch? You know, I like food so much, but I think you were smaller yesterday. See, this is something normal. As you see, I exert a lot of efforts in the service of our province. Moves his chair closer and speaks in a low voice. I can tell you some information about some people here. The school superintendent, I am so surprised how the authorities keep such a man in his position. He spoils the children's minds with evil ideas. That's not to say so. See, also the man who entered here, the judge, his hobby is raising animals in the courthouse building. Yes, very amused. I can't believe it. See, when it comes to the postmaster, he does nothing at all. His post office is in mess. The letters are delayed for many days. If you like, I can write all these matters for you. List? Yes, please. That's better. I like to read something funny before I sleep. By the way, what's your name? See, Artemy Filipovich Zemlyanika. List? Have you got children? See, I have 5. 2 of them are grown-ups. List? What are their names? See, Nikolai, Ivan, Elisaveta, Maria, and Perpetua. List? God saves them for you. See, I won't waste your time anymore. Begins to bow out. List? If you please come again to tell me such interesting stories. Oh, Artemy Filipovich, would you do me a favor? Something serious happened to me on my way here. I lost all my money. Can you give me a loan for 100 rubles? See, sure, counting the notes. List, that's great. You saved my situation. The CC goes out. Bob and Bob enter. Bob, I have the honor to introduce myself. I am Peter Ivanovich Dobchinsky, a landowner in the town. Bob, Peter Ivanovich Dobchinsky, a landowner in the town. List to Bob, I have seen you before. How's your nose? Bob, it's fine now. List, I'm very happy to hear that. Do you have any money? Bob, money? What? Why? List, I want you to lend me 1,000 rubles. Bob, excuse me, I don't have this amount. Do you have this sum, Peter Ivanovich? Bob, of course not. I have recently put all my money in some kind of investment. Lest, okay, don't bother yourself with 1,000. I can take 100. Bob, putting hands in pockets. Do you have, Peter? I have only 40. Bob, I have only 25 rubles. Bob, search carefully, Peter Ivanovich. I know you have a hole in your right pocket. Bob, nothing more. Lest, as long as you don't have more than 65, it's okay. I'll take them all. Bob, can I ask you for a favor, Excellency? Lest, sure, what do you want? Bob, I want you to find a job for my only son if this won't annoy your Excellency. Lest, consider it done, Bob. I'll find him a good position in the government. Bob, thanks a lot. He's an intelligent boy. He has a lot of skills. Bob, yes, he is a very talented boy. Lest, I'll see this matter immediately after I return home. To Bob, don't you have any requests? Bob, you're so smart, Excellency. I have a simple request already. Lest, you want a job for your grandfather? Bob, I beg you, sir, when you go back to Petersburg and meet such important people whom you told us about, just tell them, Your Highness, that in such a town lives one Peter Ivanovich Bobchinsky, just like that. Lives one Peter Ivanovich Bobchinsky. Lest, lives one Peter Ivanovich Bobchinsky. Well, Bob, we don't want to bother you anymore. We wasted your great time to go out. Lest, they have a lot of officials in this district. It's clear that they have taken me to someone very important in the government. What stupid people. I must have tricked them well since I met them. I'll write and tell Tryapichkin about what happened. He writes very well. He can write a nice play about this. Joseph, get me some paper and ink. After giving me all this money, I must say that they are good officials. Let's see how much money I have received from them. 400 from the judge, 400 from the schoolmaid, 400 from the charity commissioner. I have got over 1,000, 1,200, enters Yusuf with paper and ink. Lest, Yusuf, have you seen how they treated me here? Yusuf, yes, I have noticed. Do you know Ivan Alexandrovich? Lest, what? Begins to write. Yusuf, we have to leave here as soon as possible. Lest, why? Yusuf, it's better to depart, as we have been here for 2 days. I think it's enough. Somebody may arrive any time. Ivan Alexandrovich, they have here good horses. We can leave safely. Hest, but it's a fine place, Yusuf. Don't you enjoy it here? Maybe after tomorrow. Yusuf, after tomorrow is the right time to quit. Although they are giving us a lot of attention and care, we should get away quickly. They have mistaken you for a government inspector. This means that the real one may arrive any time. In addition, your father will be angry with you for being late. We can take the horse and race out of the town. Lest, send this letter in the post. Then check the horses, make sure that we get the best ones. Inform the drivers that I'll grant them a lot of money. My friend Tryapichkin will not stop laughing. Yusuf, I'll give this letter to the maid of the house to be sent. After that, I'll pack your case in order not to waste any time. Lest, okay, Yusuf, bring me another candle, please. Yusuf goes out and speaks to a maid. Hey, there, listen. Take this letter to the post office. Order the postmaster to post it without a stamp. It's on government service. Tell him to send up the fastest team of horses. The master won't pay, as the fare is paid by the government. The voice of the constable mixed with other voices. Constable from outside. Where are you going? I've orders not to let anyone enter the house. Voices of shopkeepers protesting. You have to let us get in. Let us get in. You can't set us away. Constable off. Leave the place immediately. He's not awake. He can't see you. Lest Yusuf was making this horrible noise. See at the window. There are a lot of merchants holding pieces of paper. They want to see you. List at the window. What do you want, my friends? Voices. If you please accept our petition, sir. Ask them to let us in. List. Allow them, Yusuf. Order the constable to let them in. Yusuf exits. Enter Yusuf and 3 merchants. List. Welcome, my friends. First merchant. We beg you, honor. List. What can I do for you? Second merchant. Rescue us, please. We are suffering severe cruelty. List. What do you mean? Third merchant. The governor. There's no governor on earth like this one. We can't describe to you his oppression. We don't have anything except ropes to tie around our necks and I just of hanging. We don't know why he does this. He comes and shouts at our shops to send him dresses for his wife and daughter, presents and at festivals. We have no objection, but the problem is that nothing satisfies him. Oh no, the governor is a crook. First merchant. When he comes to the shop, it's a storm. Whatever he sees, he takes it. If he comes across a piece of cloth, my dear trader, what a nice piece of cloth over there. Send the whole roll to my house. Second merchant. I can't remember any mayor like this one. Once we see him coming towards the shops, we try as much as possible to hide expensive stuff. Surprisingly, he takes anything he finds, even rubbish. Food which has been there for 5 years in the cask. People who work with me in the shop can't stand looking at it. He fills his hands and eats it. He invents names for special days in order to send him presents on that day. He's like a highwayman. First merchant. Yes, he's a brigand. If you say a word to prevent this, he will send you the soldiers to shut up the shop. I will not torture you. I will not flog you. That is illegal. He says, we'll feed you salted fish until you're thirsty. He says, what a brute. He should be imprisoned for that. Third merchant. As long as you're doing us a favor by sending him away, we are begging you not to refuse our simple offerings. Please accept this sugar and tea. It's the best quality we sell. Of course not. Do you think I receive bribes? The only thing I can take is 300 rubles as a loan. First merchant. 300 rubles? Why not 5? Only save us from this savage. Second merchant. Yeah, please don't return our sugar and tea besides the loan. I see you insist. Okay, never mind. The money is offered on a silver plate. I'll return it back as long as I go home. Second merchant. Please keep the tray. Nice tray, I'll keep it. Yusuf takes the basket of sugar. The sugar and tea will be useful for our journey. First merchant. Don't forget our problem, Your Highness. If you don't rescue us, we will be left for death. Don't worry, I can't leave you under the power of this tyrant. The merchants go out. A woman's voice is heard. Voice off. You can't prevent me from meeting His Highness. I must tell him something very important to push me. I'll complain against you. What's going on? Goes to the window. What's wrong, ma'am? 2 female voices. Off. If you please, Highness, we need help. Listen to us, Your Excellency. Let them enter. Get in. The locksmith's wife and sergeant's wife come in. Lock, bowing to her feet. I need your help, Your Excellency. Sergeant's wife, bowing to her feet. I need your help, Your Excellency. What's the matter, ladies? Lock. The governor, sir. The governor. I have to see him dead. Damn him and all his family. What had happened? Tell me. Lock. The governor had sent my husband to join the army. That wasn't his turn. It is illegal to take a married man. As long as it's against the law, how could he do this? Lock. I don't know. May God destroy him. I hope a serious disease goes through his whole body. He should have taken the tailor's son, but his parents convinced him to let him go, hinting a bribe. Then he turned to the owner of cloth shop, but she sent the mayor's wife for lengths of silk. As a result, he knocked our door. Your husband's a robber, although he hasn't stolen anything yet, but he will steal in the future. He said, and now I am without a husband, a weak poor woman. This is my problem, Your Highness. I got it now. I promise to help you with returning back your husband. Turning to the other woman. And what about you? What's your crisis? Look, Smith's wife goes out. Serge? The governor, sir. The governor. I was beaten very hard with a whip. List. Oh, he had flogged you? What a brute. Tell me briefly. Serge. I was taken by mistake. Some women were fighting in the market. After the quarrel had been over, the police arrived and I was reported. List. How can I help you? Serge. You can give your order and force him to pay a fine. The money would be very useful nowadays. List. Alright, you can leave now and I'll see this matter myself. Exits the sergeant's wife. Noises of crowds. Hands waving, papers outside. List. Who else are these people? I'm not going to meet anybody. I don't want them. I am fed up with that. Ask the constables not to allow anyone to enter. Yusuf shouting out of window. Return back to your homes. Leave the place immediately. His Excellency won't meet anyone now. You can come later. Enters Maria and Anna. Anna, it's a great honor to have you received in our humble house. Do you feel any inconvenience here? Lest. I'm very comfortable here. You are so hospitable and generous. Anna, I'll ask the servants to clean your room right now. Lest. May I ask you for something if I'm not bothering? Anna, sure. You can ask whatever you want. Lest. May I ask your daughter's hand? Anna, Maria looks down shyly. My daughter? Maria? Lest. I'll be very happy if I marry her. Anna sighed. I'm waiting for this moment from the very beginning. Aloud, hey, it gives us great honor. Since you arrived, I have felt that you are one of the family. The governor enters. Governor, dear Excellency, save me. Save me. Lest. What's wrong with you? Governor, those merchants were here to complain to you. They are lying. Don't believe any word they said. These merchants always deceive people. Everyone knows that they give short measure. And concerning the sergeant's wife, she is the best liar in town. If she said I flogged her, she told you lies. She flogged herself. Lest. The sergeant's wife, what should I do? Governor, don't trust these people. Don't believe them at all. They always tell lies. All people in the town know them. Anna, my dear husband, guess what? Governor, what I supposed to guess? Anna, His Excellency Ivan Alexandrovich has asked our daughter's hand in marriage. Governor, you must be going mad. I seek your pardon. Your Excellency, don't be angry. My wife and my daughter have something in their heads. Lest. But I really did. I asked your daughter's hand. I love her. Governor, I can't believe myself, Your Highness. Excuse me, are you kidding, Your Excellency? Anna, he has told you just now. Lest. If you don't accept, God knows what I might do. Anna, why are you surprised, my dear husband? He is telling you himself. Lest. I am an unlucky man. I wish I would die. And you will be the main reason for that. Of course you don't want me to be your son. I feel it. You want to say no, but you can't. If you refuse, my life will be useless. Governor, as you wish, Your Excellency. I can't refuse your proposal. It adds to my pride indeed. Enters Yusuf. Yusuf, as you ordered, sir. The strongest horses are ready. Hill list. Okay, I'll follow you in a couple of minutes. Governor, are you leaving, Your Excellency? But list. I am sorry, I must go. Governor, but when you have just asked for something a moment ago about love, marriage, list. You're right, but I must leave for a day to visit my uncle. I want to ask his blessing. He's a wealthy old man. I'll come back tomorrow. Governor sighed. As long as his uncle is rich, why not? Aloud, we can't say anything to let you stay, but we are waiting for your turn eagerly. List. I won't take long. I will be back in no time. Goodbye, my new family. To Maria, goodbye, my love. Governor, do you need any money for your journey? List. Oh, no. Thinking maybe yes, perhaps. Governor, ask whatever amount you want. List. You lent me 200 in the inn. I'm sorry, I mean 400. I'd be pleased if you give me the same amount again. It would make around 800. Governor, you're lucky today as I have new notes. List. Taking the money. Thanks a lot. New notes, new happiness. Good, Governor. You're welcome. You're my son now. Rest. Goodbye, Anton Antonovich. Thanks for your good hospitality. I'm very honest to say that it's the first time in my life to have such good welcoming. Goodbye, Anna Andreevna. Goodbye, my darling Maria Antonovna. They go out, the scene is played off stage, Governor. But wait, are traveling in this ordinary public carriage? List. Surprisingly, I don't like it. It always gives me a headache. Governor, I'll send you something to sit on. Hey, Avdotia, go and fetch the black elastic cushion and give it to my new son. Quickly. List. Goodbye, Anton Antonovich. Governor. Goodbye, Your Excellency. Anna Maria. Goodbye, Ivan Alexandrovich. The curtain falls.